되는 거 아니야?
잠깐만요. 우선 그 칼부터 내려놔요. 무슨 일인지 모르겠지만 이렇게 사람 다치면은 아가씨만 손해야. 미안해. 위험하다니까.
수고하십니다. 경찰서죠? 여기 상황 좀 복잡해. 내 동생이니까 건들지 마요. 이거요. 여자 때문에 지금 사람들 겁먹은 거 안 보여? 내 동생 다치면 당신이 책임질 거야? 아니 내가 사람들 놀래니까 내가 그러는 거지. 아니 뭐 내가 거 아닙니까? 뭘 바라고 하냐. 무슨 말이구나. 이 쓰레기통 뒤에 숨어있는 거 간신히 찾지 말입니다. 정말 고맙습니다. 저 진짜 좋은 일 하신 거예요.
그리고 이거 동생분이 가지고 있었던 건데 위험해서 종이로 싸놨습니다.
수고하세요. 고맙습니다. 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 나 미친년이 진짜.
Based on the clip that you just watched before, it's actually from a Korean movie called Midnight, where the movie is actually about a deaf mother and daughter interrupting a serial psychopath as he attempts to claim his next victim, only to find his wrath redirected towards them instead. From the specific scene, we can see that the daughter is trying to run from a psychopath and ask for citizens' help, but there seems to be some difficulties in communication because she was using sign language. Due to there being a restriction in communicating, citizens mistook the whole situation and thought that the daughter has some kind of mental illness and was not on a good state of mind. The psychopath saw this as a good opportunity and decided to claim himself as the girl's brother as to not raise further suspicion from the citizens. What we can learn from this scene is that we tend to overlook the danger that deaf communities face in their daily life. So, the purpose of our group doing this video is to further discuss how crucial it is for us to learn basic sign language and raise awareness to the public about the importance of learning sign language. So, my team has held a survey asking a few people from different age about their point of view on this topic. Let's see what they have to say.
For starters, language is a medium of communication. For us people without hearing disabilities, we can communicate with other people using our voices, our auditory senses, to navigate through our daily lives. However, for those people who are impaired, those with hearing disabilities, those who are mute and deaf, they may feel that communicating with other people may be a hassle for them. So, in my opinion, the importance of learning sign language is that we get to celebrate this diversity of people around us, and not just people with perfect conditions of a human being. Imagine a situation where an impaired person seeks help from another healthy human being, and that person does not understand them. Imagine how would they feel outcasted and feel that they are left out in the society. So, for conclusion, learning sign language is important so that we get to include these impaired people in our daily lives and make them included in our society. That is all. Thank you.
Hi, hello. So my name is Eliana. So I would like to share my opinion on learning sign language. Okay, so personally, I think incredibly and interesting to study any sign language because it's like cracking a hidden code to get into a fantastic community, because studying a sign language is not just about using our hand to communicate with other people, but it's essentially a unique form of as we know, of a non-verbal communication, right? So when we acquire, when we learn it, we are actually contributing to the betterment of the society rather than merely picking up a new ability or a new skills. And it is comparable to possessing soft power that allows people to overcome barriers. Okay, and therefore, studying a sign language is not. I think it's not only an enjoyable, but for me, it also serves as a call to action for creating an environment in which everyone's voice, even those of the silent one, is heard and understood, as well as for improvement for all of us in this beautiful world. So I think that is all for me. Thank you.
Based on article on 9 August 2023 in Alusakada, a 22-year-old deaf and mute woman was assaulted by her colleague at men's toilet in July. It is understood that during the period she was raped 4 times, but she did not tell anyone about this incident due to fear being scolded by her family member. But finally, she bravely spoke up about this incident because she no longer able to stand with this disgusting behavior of her colleague.
On the other hand, 23rd September 2017 at Kota Kinabalu, Sabah, a man who is a deaf person that working in a restaurant as a servant who only washes dishes committed suicide due to the pressure that he faced at his workplace. During the investigation, the police found out that the victim has been bullied by the co-workers without the acknowledge of their head boss. The victim was forced to keep their action hidden if he wants to keep his spot, since it's very hard for him to look for another job. After 3 years of continuous verbal and mental abuse without anyone to rely on, it leads him to a very drastic decision, which is ending his life.
Learning sign language forms inclusivity by enabling communication with the deaf community. It promotes understanding, breaks communication barrier, and also promotes more inclusive society.
Why bother to learn sign language when we can use paper, pen, or phone to communicate with deaf people?
I don't think pen and paper will come in handy, especially when you're dealing with sudden unforeseen crisis. When we are panicking, we tend to forget things. So if we learn sign language, we can break communication barrier easily.
Nowadays, we have devices that can help us, like hearing aids. The deaf people is the one who should own it if they want to communicate with us.
First of all, not all people in the deaf community can actually own a hearing aid due to its price, which can cost you an arm and a leg. Furthermore, hearing aids may actually run out of battery, and due to its size, it can easily detach from our ear and disappear unknowingly.
What if, at the end, we didn't use sign language because we don't have the chance to communicate with deaf people?
Then it's fine because we can use our ability in our resume as credit value. This is so that we can actually have chances to interact with the deaf people in the deaf community. Do you know that there are deaf community people work in food and beverage sector?
Oh, really?
Yes, so if we learn sign language, we can break the communication barrier and communicate with them easily by simply learning sign language. By doing so, we can actually make them feel included and not left out.
That's why we should learn sign language.
Next, I will explain 3 things that we can obtain on learning sign language. Learning sign language offers several valuable benefits. Firstly, it fosters effective communication with the deaf community, promoting inclusivity and breaking down communication barriers. Secondly, it enhances cognitive abilities by engaging different areas of the brain associated with visual and spatial processing. Lastly, acquiring sign language skill promote cultural awareness as it provides insight into the rich linguistic and cultural diversity within the deaf community.
Okay, hi and hello everyone. Today I will conduct an interview regarding sign language. So our guest for today is Yasmin. Hello. Okay. I want to ask some question. So the first question is, are you aware about the danger that deaf communities face in their daily life?
Yes, especially in communication barrier, because I do believe and I do think that the deaf community always have a barrier, especially in the communication in their daily life.
Okay, thank you for sharing your thought. Okay, so the next question is, what would you do if a deaf person is asking for your help?
Alright, I will definitely help them in any way that I could.
Yes, it's important to consider how to assist a deaf person effectively, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we move to the last question, which is, do you think it's important for people to learn about basic sign language?
Basic sign language?
Yes.
Yes, I really think that we, the Malaysian community, should at least learn a basic or a common knowledge of the sign language. Like, I will share with you guys the one sign language that I recently know, which is this one. This sign language means love.
Yeah, I appreciate your perspective in sign language. So thank you so much for today. Assalamualaikum.
In a nutshell, sign language breaks down the limitations created by spoken communication and emerges as a potent motivator for inclusivity and understanding. Its significance goes beyond being only a means of expression. It is now essential for promoting empathy and dismantling social norms. Adopting sign language is a chance for a more equal society in which everyone has a voice and communication is limitless. The advantages of sign language spread through enhanced knowledge of various communication needs, enhanced interpersonal relationships, and cultural enrichment. There is promise for a society that recognizes and honors the distinctive contributions of nonverbal cultures as we look to a time when sign language will be widely accepted and valued. We can create a more compassionate and inclusive world where everyone's voice in whatever form is heard and understood by recognizing the importance of sign language.
Bye bye.